Yeah. But yeah, we are back from the commercial, non-commercial break. Yo, future sponsors, open to it. But let's finish off, man. Let's finish off what you're saying in regards to sparring the great Floyd Mayweather. You said it was after he got out of his little bid that he did, right?
Yeah, he did a bid.
So what's up?
He did a bid,
Don't be holding nothing back too, bro. Don't be holding nothing back, bro. We want, you know what I mean? Come on.
I mean, like I said, he was just coming home from jail, so
right.
he's been off for some months and stuff. But one day, he come to the gym. Floyd. He
loud too.
Very, very flamboyant.
Yeah.
All these girls, he got like.
Yeah.
He got like 11 girls with him,
Yeah, and at this point, you already know him. Like, you know him personally. Okay.
We all hung out.
Right.
Me, him, Ray J, all,
the old money team. Yeah, 50.
That was the old
money team, Ray J. Yeah.
Playing the piano.
Ray J, cool dude, though. But, we all hanging out, him and the guy from the movie with T.I., what's that movie?
ATL?
ATL.
Okay, which guy?
He was
the slim kind of dark.
He was his best friend.
Yeah, kind of dark skin. I know who you're talking about exactly. He got the guy. He looked like the guy on the podcast with Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Paul George podcast? He reminded me of that guy. Yeah. But go ahead, finish the story, man. Go ahead.
We all hanging out like it just just being around Floyd, just like it was amazing.
Of course,
because he put all these cars, all everybody on Floyd on autographs, just hanging out, just being around him and 50, just being around that, was a great experience for me,
Right.
But this particular day, he comes in the gym.
Yeah.
All the girls, the cars and stuff, and then he tells me suit up. I'm like, all right,
bro, can I get this bag in peace?
No, but I'm like, all right, cause like at this time I'm sharp,
Yeah, right.
I'm super sharp,
right.
And it's an opportunity.
And this is after which fight for you?
Well, I'm about to fight. I was getting ready to fight the Olympian Harvey Molina.
Okay.
And
you won that fight.
No, I won that fight.
Yeah.
But they gave him a decision.
Okay. That's okay. Yes. That's two.
Really,
that's the second one.
Really made me like.
Yeah.
But I'm getting so I'm in the gym. I'm sharp. I'm training and stuff. And Floyd, he come to the gym. First he talking shit to me.
Of course.
I guess he's trying to get in my head. He like suit up. He like then like I said, all the girls in there and stuff. The whole money team in there and stuff. He say like slick things trying to get in my head. He like, oh, you from Florida? Ain't Florida ain't shit. Florida ain't no good fighter.
Yeah.
He like then just talk. Just after a while I'm rapping. I'm just laughing. You big homies for me. I just put my put my gloves on and put my raps on and stuff.
Yeah.
He look at me and says like, he say all y'all niggas from Florida look alike.
Yo, Floyd crazy.
Like, Andre Berto, Ocho Cinco.
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny as hell.
But what he's doing, he's trying to get in my head.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm laughing. You Floyd, like you big homie, I'm finna spar you. Like this is a dream to me.
Yeah.
And so we finally get in the ring and stuff. And like I said, I'm sharp because I'm ready for a fight, a big fight coming up.
Right.
And I've been watching Floyd my whole life.
Okay, so don't stall now. Get to it.
And so I know I watch my whole life. So I know his moves and stuff.
Okay. I'm trying to think right now. What are you scared to say right now? I'm like, what are you scared to say right now? What are you scared to say, bro?
I'm not scared to say.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you how it happened. I know his pull counter.
Sure.
Yeah, I know his moves. So it's like when I'm jabbing him, he's. I know to watch out for his pull counter and stuff, but I'm sharp, and I got this move I do. I slip, I slip and I counter. I slip here. I'm over here to the body.
Yeah.
And I'm doing my slip, and
right.
He don't know where I'm going.
Right.
So he throw a jab. I slip, and I counter. And I hit him with a hook.
Ooh.
And he hit the ground.
Ooh. Y'all y'all heard it here.
This is my first time I've ever saying this.
Hey, Errol was not the first person to give Floyd a hard time in sparring, man. Joseph Elegele, Biggie boy.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a first.
And,
I've never heard this story.
No, I've seen, but he knows. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it was he, you know. Granted, he give Earl Spence his props could be, you know,
of course,
good work, but
right.
I was the same time Earl sparred him, I sparred him for that same fight.
Okay.
But I sparred him.
So this around the same time.
This around the same time.
Ah.
The thing.
Which fight was this for Floyd?
Floyd had just signed. He just signed that big deal, that big six fight deal for all that money.
Yeah.
He had to fight Guerrero Fernando.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Showtime.
this is the Guerrero.
Showtime, right?
Yeah, it was Showtime.
So it definitely made sense for him to spar you just because of the size difference between him and Guerrero.
And I'm tall.
Right.
So I picked. So like I said, I picked Floyd down. Right. Well, he hit the ground. And
Hold on. Glove or like knee or like back? Did his butt touch the ground?
Boom.
Sheesh. I mean that power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm left-handed, and the coach so the security, everybody rushed the ring.
This is crazy.
They rushed the ring. I jumped back. I'm like, I'm like, coach, like, Joe, you heard him.
That must have been a crazy moment.
I'm thinking like, I'm like, so I'm just backing up. Like everybody running the ring.
Yeah.
He like, my arm.
No
so
way.
I guess he trying to pay off his arm. And then like Joe's like, Joe, you heard him.
Hey, that must have been a hell of a moment, a hell of a confidence boost going into that next fight.
You know, for me, it was like, I was just like, oh shit. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah.
I was just like, you big homie. I didn't want to hurt.
Hold on. So was after you put him down, was the arm thing the end of it, or did he get back up and doghouse it? Did it
no,
that was it?
That was it.
He was scared of you. I'm gonna say if you ain't gonna say it, I'm gonna say it.
And I'm gonna tell you exactly what Floyd's word was the next time we sparred. We sparred again after that, right? So Floyd he leaves the gym. Everybody pack up and leave and stuff, whatever. And I'm in the gym the next day. I've been like. So I haven't seen Floyd. Floyd doesn't come in the gym for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Nobody see Floyd for the next 3 weeks. I guess he's just training.
Yeah.
He's just training.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
He's getting right.
He took that person.
He did. That's that person he is. You know what I'm saying?
He's
very competitive.
Yeah.
So I come in the ring and he's sparring his boy from Canada, right? Kicking his ass. He's kicking his ass like.
Yeah.
And I come in the gym and I didn't expect to see Floyd there. But I come in the gym, Floyd sparring this dude from Canada, kicking his ass, busting him up. And he look at me. He say, yup, I'm ready for you now. He say, I'm gonna beat your ass.
That's Floyd. Yeah.
So
sound like Floyd.
And this on my mother's soul, right?
Yeah.
So this Floyd told me, right? As I'm gloving up, Floyd said he told me that he say I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. He said I was scared the first time, but he said this time I'm gonna beat your ass. He tell me this. I'm like, all right.
Because Floyd is barely 5'9", and that don't mean much. Because when you're a professional, when you fight, that is what it is.
And he beat Diego Corrales.
True. So that don't really mean much. It's different Floyd too. Different Floyd. But and again, you step in that square circle. You step in that ring, and you're imposing. Especially if we're talking about the welterweight division, you're imposing. Yeah, you're a big welterweight, bro. So, okay, get into this second fight, man. Let's get into the second fight. We're going to wrap up the interview.
Second sparring march. So, he's telling me he's going to beat my ass. I'm like, all right.
Right.
Cool. So,
sure.
Again, I'm sharp. And, but this time, Floyd, he's a very smart dude. So, this time I couldn't hit him in the head. We were sparring, and Floyd usually turn the bell off and just drawing people out. But with
doghouse,
we were in doghouse. So with me, he wouldn't do that. So we said we're doing 5-minute rounds supposed to. And
long round.
Yeah, 5-minute rounds.
Now he touching you up. Is he kind of slowly chipping away? Are you holding your own? What's up? So you say you couldn't touch his head.
This time I couldn't hit Floyd in the head because that man he's smart, very smart. So. But the thing was, I could touch his body.
Yeah, of course.
So
that's what you should do when you can't touch somebody's head. Touch that body.
So
one thing
about I slip. I do my slip. Now, if I slip this way, I'm going boom boom to the body. Flip this way, I'm going boom boom to the body. If I slip this way, I'm going come with up.
Right.
So I'm doing this whatever. So I feel my ribs. I feel my
your wrist.
My wrist and Floyd's stomach. I'm touching Floyd, whatever, right?
Yeah,
but,
right.
But he's touching me too.
Of course.
But what this time, what he's doing, he's right hand roll out, boom.
Yeah.
Right hand roll out. And he hit me with over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
which side is he rolling off to? That'll tell me a lot. Which side is he rolling off to?
The right hand. I'm left handed, so he was right hand. Then
he getting away from that.
Then he'll roll out. He'll roll out that way.
Floyd the GOAT, man. Hey, Floyd the GOAT, man. Floyd's the GOAT, man. I'm trying to. Hey, Floyd's the GOAT, man. That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know.
He can't right hand roll out. And but one thing about me, I'm a competitor. I'm saying, Floyd, he doesn't have power. He's just very accurate, but he doesn't have power. So
again, he ain't old Floyd.
Yeah, so he wouldn't stay in the ring with me. He wouldn't stay in there with me in the square with me. He just hit me and roll out. But I'm touching his body, so I'm touching his body, and it's like 4 minutes around. He even right hand roll out, boom. Yeah. But I'm laughing. I'm steady coming. He's like, all right, that's enough. That's enough.
Hey,
he stopped the sparring.
Hey, and no disrespect, obviously,
disrespect
Floyd, this is nothing but love. We're calling you the best boxer there ever was. But you know what? This is the new home of boxing. So we not catering. We not taking sides. Like all these guys right now, they picking sides. No. They pandering to certain people. You listen to one boxing media member, and they you could tell they favoring somebody. We ain't doing that over here. All right, not at the Pool Counter Podcast, man. Not at the Pool Counter Podcast at all. So that really does it for this round against the ropes, which is the interview portion. We're gonna move right along to a lot of the regular topics that I chose for this episode that we and y'all can be my witnesses, right? These guys came in here today wanting to go off about everything and anything right now in boxing, and I was like, yo, leave me alone. Let's leave it to the mics are hot, because we want to keep it as natural as possible. All right, so let's go right into it. Is Shakur Stevenson turning into a heel? What's going on with him, man? Is it Jay Prince? Who's doing this to him? Why is he now he's embracing like this bad? I thought Devin was supposed to be the bad guy right now. Why is Shakur turning into this guy, man? What's up?
I mean,
how do you feel?
You see his company.
Sure, of course.
He's around real gangsters. He's around Jay Prince.
Yeah,
around mob
ties.
And that gets in your head too.
He's a good kid though.
He's a good kid. But the thing is, he wanted to prove, who he is. If you hang around gangsters, you're gonna be who you around the company that you're around.
Right. And you know what a heel is in wrestling, right? The heel is like the damn near everybody's been a heel at one point. It's like that guy who is still popular, but he's the one the crowd boos at, and he just goes into it. It seems like Shakur's trying to be like,
but yeah,
it isn't. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Let's take into account. Jay Prince also used to work with Floyd.
Yeah. Of course, he's been in boxing. Yeah.
So like he has. I can see why he would listen to Jay Prince when it comes to this, because you work with the best, you in boxing and the other industries, and also the split that they was originally talking about, 75-25. I understand what
That's valid.
I understand what people are saying. Devin Haney being the A side,
of course he is,
and I like
he got all the belts, and he fought better competition than Shakur.
But in boxing, A side don't mean just you having all the belts. A lot of it comes
better
with
people. And the fact that he has all the belts, he's the draw. He the draw. He got all the belts.
But I can see why. But I can see why Shakur would say, "Let's go to the table and do
I'm
something
undisputed.
else."
You're gonna take this 25, and if you're that, because Shakur walks with this air of confidence. Everybody know that Shakur. Everybody knows that Shakur walks with this air of confidence, and I don't think I've seen that level of confidence in a minute. But he deserves it. He's very good.
He's Olympian.
But is he really gonna dog walk Devin or something? Like why is he acting like it's gonna be? And if it is gonna be a dog walk, take the 25. Rematch, you're gonna get more. You got all the belts now.
I can see why he would say, "All right, this is what I think he wants to do." I think they will fight, because I don't really see no way Shakur Stevenson can get to number one in their division without fighting Devin Haney. So at some point,
Devin Haney moves up. Yes, he can. If Devin Haney moves up,
he can't let Devin Haney move up without fighting him, because then Because you know what a paper champ is,
Of
right?
course.
You can't let Devin Haney move up and then just go get a belt because he left. You have to fight him, one, to build your status, and that's important. Like, status matters in
here's
boxing.
the thing. Here's one thing you're missing. Devin was called the paper champ. And look at him now.
But Devin fought people.
I know, but he was called the paper champ. Look at him now. So the same thing with Shakur. You could do the same thing. You could do the same thing.
That's why I think they're going to fight. I think this is more just about...
What's up?
Honestly, this is what I feel like.
What's up, man?
I feel that Devin knew exactly what he was doing. Him and his father, they very good strategists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Devin don't want to fight Shakur Stevens. He don't want to fight him. So that's why I'm giving you 25% to make it seem like I will fight you.
And that's why I said I don't 25%. I don't want to say scared.
Why is that not standard?
No.
You can't get. That's what I'm saying.
I must think Shakur can dog walk Devin.
No, I don't think he's that much of an A.
Hold on, he said he will. Hold on, you gotta let him cook. You said he will.
He will.
I had a different reason.
Whoa!
Hold
on. Why you know that? Did you see their early sparring or something?
That too, but one thing about it, that boy IQ in the ring.
Of course, it's great. It's amazing.
Devin don't have a high IQ in the ring. He don't. He's programmed to do what he can do.
Skills.
And he's skilled. He's programmed.
Listen, at this point, when you're talking about fighters on this level, I call them A fighters, right? You got some guys that are exceptional, and I call those A plus guys. Devin is good. Devin is
what
good.
level of? Okay,
Devin's
let me ask a question to both of y'all.
I like Devin.
Let me ask a question to both of y'all.
I like him though.
There's A fighters in every division, right? There's a top level fighter in every division.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
But when you think about the overall pound for pound sport of boxing, if Gervonta said, "Hey, Shakur, 75-25," we all saying that makes sense.
That can make sense, but Devin's not.
But you ain't the A level of Gervonta, so I don't know if you can say 75-25. That's my whole reason.
He beat the former he beat Kambosos twice in his home country.
He was supposed to.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That wasn't
too.
a given. Y'all making it sound like Devin a slump.
No, I like that. Devin. You know me. I was picking Devin early on.
He is.
He was a great. But he was supposed to be.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna concede, right? I'm gonna concede. Just what you said. Devin is a great fighter. Devin is not special.
He's not special.
Okay,
no.
And I'm not gonna disagree with that.
Shakur is special.
And
I'm not gonna disagree with that.
You remember when Devin was like just getting into like leaving amateur in his first fights, and I was telling you, I like Devin. I like Devin. He's very skilled, but as he's rising in the ranks, I can see where there's a it factor to certain boxers, and it's like Devin is a good fighter, but
have that it factor.
There's something about that. There's a dog that comes with a all-time fighter, and even with Floyd, the story he told about Floyd might have had moments in his career where, you know, he might have took a big shot or he might have been, you know, outmatched in something. But you see a dog in Floyd early on and late also. He had a dog in him.
And it's a certain
Every great fighter got a dog in him.
But even if, okay, yes, I agree, right? And there's different level of what we call a dog. And that don't always correlate with skill.
It don't.
Because and this is one of my favorite fighters, right? Sean Porter. Who's going to say he don't got the dog? But who's going to say he got the most skill?
He don't.
Thank you. Okay.
But that dog in him has put him
he got
to a level that a lot
dog.
of more skilled fighters never could reach.
It made him a champ.
And
Salute Sean Porter, by the way.
Yeah.
Definitely. I love
Same with Deontay Wilder. That dog in Deontay Wilder put him to a level that a bunch of heavyweights could never get to.
And then, too, he's a little different.
More skilled than him.
That power.
Right. And the power.
He's a little tricky because he started so late. So I give him a pass. He started too late.
Yeah,
he did.
And one thing about boxing, you can't start late.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. It's tough to overcome that.
Very hard to start late.
All right, so everybody here sounds like, except for me, I think he should take the 25. Y'all sound like y'all saying he shouldn't take the 25. Devin Haney, we talking about Devin Haney.
If he wants to, he could.
You know the thing.
You think you gonna dog walk him? Take it.
The thing is, Devin Haney, he's not a big draw, and Shakur's not a big draw. So
they're not.
That's why.
And that's the problem.
But you know what helps with being a draw?
Having the belt.
Having all them belts.
Yeah.
Having every belt. He got every belt. That means everybody got to fight me.
I will say this. Whoever win that fight will be a draw.
Shakur win that fight.
That's who will be a draw. Because I feel like they're the younger prospects that got a lot of attention on them. Mm-hmm. And if whoever wins that fight, you can see their trajectory is gonna go.
I think they need to. Beat a bigger name, dog. I think if Devin beats Shakur, that's better than if Shakur beats Devin. Devin gonna need to fight somebody else.
Definitely.
Devin gonna need to fight he gonna have to go up fight. He gonna have to fight a Tank or a T.O. or something like that.
That's what I was gonna say.
Or even a Loma. Not Devin, but Shakur. Like,
is this like a preliminary to one of them getting in the ring?
I think so.
Tank or Tio, because you said
Tio looking like a monster right now.
He is coming back looking good after that loss.
I know you know Tio. That's your boy. Yeah,
he's coming back looking good after that one loss he had. He's coming back
great.
Looking really
Tio
good.
looked amazing his last
Do you think that if Devin Haney go up and don't fight Shakur, he's gonna jump straight to the top?
If Devin Haney goes
and
up
fight
and
Tio or Tank?
Tio would be a rough fight for him. That'd be a rough fight.
I think Tank would be a worse fight for him.
Tio
got that athleticism, bro. That's the divider.
For him. So the best fight for Devin is to move
if he moves up
and fight the guy from New Orleans, Rougarou.
That's an easy fight.
It is.
It is what
like
it is.
Rougarou,
that's an easy
like
fight. That's an easy fight. You saw his last fight. Regis Prograis.
Yeah.
He's good, but to me, Regis is like a B- fighter. Just being honest. We don't take sides here.
He can fight, but the thing is, I think Devin Jab will give him a lot of problems in his boxing. Of course. Because last fight, he didn't know his distance.
He looked bad he didn't know
his distance.
Well, you gotta also think like. Usually, I feel like Devin goes into a lot of his fights as the more skilled fighter. In this one here, neither one of them had the power to knock each other out, but the skills was going to matter. And with Loma, he's a veteran fighter with a lot of skills, so he didn't necessarily win the fight based off of I'm beating you up bad or I'm knocking you out. It's just little skill here, I'm outclassing you. Got more maturity here in the ring, I'm outclassing you.
Right.
Certain rounds, you can see where Lomachenko's skill was matching Devin's skill, and then the veteran aspect of it was kind of overtaking some things that Devin might not usually face when he faced certain boxers. So that was Lomachenko was definitely an upgrade in fighters than what he fought.
For sure.
You gotta respect Devin for that win.
Yeah,
but I think Devin beat him flat out. All the people that was yapping, Devin lost. Devin beat him.
I think
flat
he won.
Easy.
I watched that fight. I text you that night. I text you the next morning. I was like, I wasn't impressed with that.
And you can attest to this because we were texting. He wasn't impressed.
I wasn't impressed.
But he's fighting Loma. But you can be my witness, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was always in the camp of Devin won that fight. Even when all the media, everybody was like, this is a robbery. Nah, y'all just on that Ukraine stuff. Like, y'all like Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, I think, it depends on what you favor more. It can go either way with the fight. It was a close fight. I thought Devin won the fight, but
absolutely,
it's whoever you favor more. The fight you will edge that out more.
But that's that bias though. I'm watching it.
In human nature, I think we're all biased in ways.
To some extent, right?
Yes. So I think it's a fair call. Some people say Loma won, some people say Devin won, but to me, I thought Devin won the fight.
Absolutely. All right, so do y'all think? And we're gonna make this part quick, but do y'all think they actually fight next year?
Who?
Because they're not fighting this year.
Which
Devin
one?
and Shakur, they're not fighting this year.
They're not gonna fight.
They're not fighting this year.
They're not gonna fight.
I think they fight.
Oh, you don't think they fight? So so Devin moves up then. Oh, my fault. Y'all know your hand. You injured your hand.
No,
all right, so
listen, Devin.
So what?
They're not gonna fight.
So Devin moves up.
Devin's gonna move up.
Okay.
He's gonna move up because
that Projay's fight is easy.
Because he's not gonna fight. He's not gonna. And plus, Prograis got the belt.
Yeah, exactly. That's an easy fight.
So if he fight Prograis, then I think him fighting if he fight I'm gonna fight my boy from Florida. What's his name?
If Devin fights him?
If he beat Prograis, then he fight what's the kid name? The one who got the belts now. He beat Josh Taylor.
Damn. What's his name? And I can edit this out. So.
Yeah. He beat if he
Damn, what's buddy's name?
We just said his name for just Josh Taylor.
I can look it up for y'all.
I just his name.
I got his name right here on the tip of my tongue. I watched that thing fight, bro.
He fought Kambosos. Kambosos beat him. What's his name?
When did he fight Kambosos?
You said his name.
Yeah.
When did he fight Kambosos?
But go ahead.
Yeah,
no, he fought Josh Taylor recently.
Yeah, he beat Josh Taylor.
Go ahead.
He looked good. Saying. But I think that Devin will give him a problem with his jab because the way he beat Josh Taylor, it'd be hard for him to beat Devin with those, leaping in and in them counters like that. But he could knock Devin out.
But you don't think they fight at all? I think I'm beyond. Okay, so I'm gonna go with your theory and say they don't fight at all. We see a path where Devin Haney's gonna have few options, and still may be able to even like fight T.O. and Tank down the line.
T.O.'s name T.O.
T.O. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So I didn't know that's what I was talking about. All right, yeah. So he might have a way of like being able to fight one of them down. So he has future fights. What do Shakur do if he don't fight Devin? What does he do? Because he wants to go to. I know he's
dominate
playing
the division.
Nah, them
belts is free now.
I don't know if that do what Shakur and his team.
Okay, you want me to say the game? This is what I think the game plan should be.
They want him to go up.
Dominate the division, right? Eventually, dominate that division, become unified, right?
Which you will.
Set up, and then you're gonna be you're gonna look so good doing it, right? Because this is gonna be easy for you, right? Because I don't really see much challenges in that division left for him that you can make a fight with Tank. You don't think?
No.
I don't.
Now this is after a few years. Now Tank is a little older.
After a few years.
Tank is a little older.
And
Shakur's a little bigger. Shakur got belts. He's ready to go up.
So what path is Shakur going? I'm trying to figure out what will be a marquee fight. I know Tank will still be a marquee fight, but I don't know. I don't think in the sport of boxing you can bet on somebody being the same a year, 2 years from now. Like you gotta, if you in that moment and you get an opportunity to fight a Devin Haney and boost your status, you might have to take that chance. Cause I know nobody wants to take an L.
That's what I've been saying.
Tiafimo took an L. He's bouncing back.
Absolutely. Devin took an L.
Deontay Wilder took an L, and he's still a top 3 heavyweight champion in the world. So I feel like you can take an L and bounce back. You don't have to It don't have to be I'm either undefeated or I ain't got my career ain't doing what it's supposed to do. I don't look at it like that.
But it's easy for a heavyweight to take a loss.
That's for sure.
It is
because it's not that many great heavyweights like that, But if somebody in the smaller weight take a loss, that's tough on them, especially being out of a Shakur, Tank, and Haney, because who wants to lose out of those 3 first?
Right.
Those are the big 3 right now.
Right.
Okay, I feel like this is what matters more than anything. Who do you lose to? Deontay lost to the pound for pound best fighter in the heavyweight division.
Right.
I can bounce back from that.
Yeah.
And in fight 1, knock him down.
Hellenius, he after that he killed Hellenius. Well,
he's been back to doing what
he
Deontay
still got to
do.
fight some guys though. I want to see him fight. I like
Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua next.
Go ahead and Anthony Joshua, do what you got to do in this fight.
Hey, hopefully, Anthony in a good gym right now, man.
Yeah,
I want to see what he look like. He in a real good gym.
Do what you got to do, and then go fight Deontay Wilder. That's gonna be another blockbuster.
I need to see that.
Yeah.
And then the winner of that can maybe have another chance. If I don't know where Tyson Fury is gonna be. Like he seems so scatterbrained.
I don't think he's gonna take.
I personally don't like him that much. I don't think he's that good. I think he's overrated. I think it's the size, bro.
I like it.
If it wasn't for his size, he'll be Tommy Fury.
It's definitely his size, but
it's definitely his size.
But the thing about it is, that boy got heart. The way that
Who don't got heart though? Who don't got heart?
No, listen.
Most guys out that level got heart.
No, but the